Okay, here we are. It's kind of a time warp here from the last video, but just to summarize some stuff up, instead of having the channel piece go on top of the wheel, we decided to have the wheels go on, inside the channel piece, so that, that way it's just more stable. Another thing we did is, the last video we had these wheels kind of wider. We brought them in because it allows us to have more range, because if they were further apart, they ended up hitting this bracket out here, which that's new too. This whole frame is new, obviously, since last time. This part, the printer plate, it's just a basic square. The inside of it, we just have one of those inside C channel things, whatever. Other than there being two pieces and them being connected, it's exactly the same as what was on the last video. So there's that, and then the way this, let's take this off. The way all this is built up is it is two smaller, short channel pieces, or I guess they're the medium-sized ones, whatever, and they're being hung together with one of these little plates on each side. I just now realized that I'm pretty sure we custom-made those, which, I know we custom-made some of them. I don't know if they sell them or not yet, but what we did, I don't see any of the parts around, but there's those big flat pieces. I think they're 8-inch flat pieces, and they're 8 holes long and 2 holes wide, I think. Whatever. Anyways, we just cut those down into, lengths of 2 holes. And then also this is going to be, we have 2 sprockets on here. We joined 2 axles together with the new axle connectors. So these 2 sprockets are connected in sync. So that's actually what's going to be moving this plate. That's what makes this part go back and forth. Is we're going to duplicate this whole bar, this whole axle thing. We're going to duplicate that over here. And then I think we're just going to have it gear driven on one of these ends by a Lego motor mounted somewhere over here. That way, and we're going to try and torque it to where it takes more rotations of the motor to actually move this at all. That way we'll have more precision control over the actual printing. Which will make it more accurate, hopefully, and that'll be good that way. These assemblies, I have them mounted on, let's see there, get it to focus, mounted on the inside, and then I just built, 4 of these little assemblies and stuck them on there. And my suggestion, just a little tip, is if you're going to do this, when you put this together, put those hubs through, those bronze bushings through first, then stick the axles through, and get it all lined up how you want it to, then tighten down these screws. I might just be talking into the wind, but I didn't think about that the first time I tried to put this together, and it's really a pain because these were off like by a ½ inch in the middle. Like one was sticking off this way, the other one was sticking down this way. So I just loosened up the screws and got it to where I wanted it to be, and then I tightened it down. Another thing I just remembered is this spacer in here is actually really important because when you set this up, if you can see, it has to line up as close to centered with that channel as you can get, because if you remember, the chain is going to be going, you know, through here, and it's going to be, I think we're just going to zip tie it. We might use, I've seen people use these Lego connectors. These Lego connectors, where's the camera? These, to stick the chain through there and hold it in. We might try and do that. But, you know, still, we want this to be as centered as possible. That way, you know, there's just no side-to-side friction or anything like that. Then another thing I figured out, I'm pretty sure I figured out, the best way to do the y-axis, which, if you'll remember, the y-axis is the one that goes across this way. X-axis goes that way, y-axis goes this way, and the z-axis goes up and down. The y-axis, I believe we're going to try and use that, these two. We're going to have the plastic extruder, or the printer head, mounted in between here, and then we're going to have a chain, and then there's going to be a whole bracket thing that comes up here, and a bracket deal that comes up in here, and this is going to be mounted, you know, on each end, not, you know, hard mounted, but just, you know, like with bronze bushings, so it'll be able to slide freely back and forth. And then we're gonna have to figure out how to make those sides go up and down. I think, you know, on the z-axis, we're going to have to figure out how to make the z-axis work, which right now, I'm thinking the z-axis is going to be the hardest one, because side-to-side motion is pretty easy, but the up and down motion, that's going to be harder. Right now, I don't see how we're going to get that to work. As far as the programming, I think that part's going to be easy, but as far as actual, you know, mechanical stuff, that sounds like it's going to be a pain. But that's it for now. If I do anything else before I get to post this up, I will put it in here, tag it on the end. If you need any more, if anyone wants pictures, or, you know, in-depth, you know, drawings, or, you know, just in-depth of any part, just email me. I'll put the email on here again, right there. And then I'm also gonna try and put it in the description of every video, so long as I remember. But yeah, just email us, contact us through that, or post a message, or post video response. We want to get what y'all think about this. That's one of our big things. I mean, if we're gonna do this and nobody really cares, well, I'm still gonna try and do it anyway. But it's a whole lot more fun when people actually are watching and are wanting to do it too. If you have any questions, comments, email us or post it down below. This is Team 3802 signing off.